Hello and welcome into MLB Imperialism, a battle with the best team in the MLB from each state to see who can take over the U.S. Go ahead and lock in your guess in the comments and like the video as we get ready for our first spin. The Braves will be starting off the fighting. Let's see which way they're going to be attacking. The Braves are going down south to Tampa Bay as they'll have to fight off the Rays. And the Rays lose, and they're going to have to hand over Wander Franco to the Braves. So Dansby Swanson of the Braves is replaced by the Wander Franco. The Braves now have a nice chunk of land down in the southeast, but let's get to our next spin, as it's going to be the Yankees, who I put in New Jersey just for the geographical logistics of the video, and they absolutely pummel the Mets, so it doesn't matter, as they'll be taking Francisco Lindor bye to IKF at shortstop. This is how the map's looking. The Yankees have that nice little stronghold up in the northeast. Let's get into our next spin as we're looking at it, and it's going to be the Braves again. How? That's 2 Brave spins out of 3 spins. Where are they going to be going? They're going to be going west out to Alabama. Not much you could do there, as they are still not connected to any other teams. Any Brave spins will not result in a battle. But this next spin is going to be on the powerful Dodgers, as let's see where they're going to attack. The Dodgers are going up north as they'll grab Oregon. The Dodgers are building a little bit out there on the west coast. The next spin is about to finish, and that's going to be the White Sox. Let's see where they're headed. They took the spot over the Cubs in Chicago. I just don't think the Cubs are that solid. But doesn't matter anyway. The Brewers took care of business in Chicago, as they're going to beat the White Sox and grab Liam Hendricks for their bullpen. Devin Williams and Liam Hendricks are going to be unstoppable in the bullpen, as the Brewers have an interesting-looking plot of land there in the Midwest. And now the Brewers are going to be fighting again. The wheel didn't land on them last time. They just got attacked. But they're going to get some land. Nope. They're going to have to play the Twins, as Kyle Farmer walks it off on a single to left field, and the Twins take Corbin Burnes for their dynasty. The Twins are already starting to build up a nice team, as the biggest miss for them is pitching, and now they have Corbin Burnes on the bump, one of the best pitchers in the MLB. Next spin is going to be the Astros. Not much they can do out there in Texas, as they're not touching any other teams. So they're going to go ahead and snag New Mexico. Now they're touching both the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Could be easy wins for both of them. Next spin is going to be the Braves again, as they're just getting pummeled by the wheel. They keep on getting landed on, but they're able to expand their dynasty. The Braves have taken over the most states, as they now have 4 different states in their dynasty. Let's keep going, as that's going to be the Minnesota Twins. Let's see what Byron Buxton can do, because, hey, you can't go with health issues when he only has to play not that many games in this simulation. And the Twins are going to grab North Dakota. The Twins are setting up nicely, as they have a bunch of land up north. Next spin is going to be the Diamondbacks. Let's see if they're going to have to face the Dodgers. That would be a tough break for them. And it looks like I'm going to have to give them Nevada there, as it was kind of facing northwest, not just straight up west. Otherwise, I would have played them against the Dodgers. Next up, we have the Yankees yet again. Where are the Yankees going to be headed? They can't really go north, but they can go slightly northeast and snag New Hampshire. Next spin. Like the video, this took a long time to make, but let's see where the Phillies are going to be headed. The Phillies are headed down to Cleveland, as Oscar Gonzalez takes a big hack and walks it off, just like he did in the wild card this year. What a hack from Oscar Gonzalez. Boom! And the Phillies are taking down the World Series runner-up. They got into the World Series for the National League. They won the National League pennant, but they are beat by the Guardians, and the Guardians are going to get to steal one of the star players from the Phillies, as they're going to be taking Bryce Harper rather than Trey Turner. Wow, what a win for the Guardians, as they now have the very, very valuable Pittsburgh land. And the Mariners are going to get the spin here. If they're headed south, they're going to have to play the Dodgers. Nope, you can't go out into the ocean, Mariners. You still can't go north. No teams in Canada in this sim. Still cannot go out into the ocean. And I'm going to just have to count that as south, as they're going to face the Dodgers. And Chris Taylor botches the ground ball. The Mariners are still in this thing. And Ty France steps up to the plate against Evan Phillips here. And, oh, Ty France, what a hack. But that's going to be a fly out to left, as the Dodgers win and grab Julio Rodriguez to stack up their outfield. The Dodgers are now creating an empire on the West Coast. Let's see if they can take down the Diamondbacks to create even more land when either of them gets landed on. No way. The Dodgers again. They're probably going to have to face the Diamondbacks if I think so. And they face the Diamondbacks, and J.D. Martinez out to right field. And the Diamondbacks are going to win it. And they're going to take Mookie Betts and add him to the rising Diamondbacks dynasty, as they have the biggest empire on the map. The West Coast belongs to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Wow. That's the biggest upset we've seen so far. And now the Detroit Tigers are going to be playing. Let's see where the Tigers are headed. Looks like they're going to have to go out to Minnesota. And Javier Baez walks it off. And the Tigers beat the Twins, as they're going to grab Byron Buxton. And now they have Byron Buxton and Riley Green in the outfield. The Tigers, with that upset, take over a big plot of land. And now they have a star-studded outfield. And it's going to be the Cardinals. Cardinals have been quiet so far in this simulation. Where are they going to be headed? Not really much they can do there, as the Cardinals are going to take over Iowa. Not much going on in Iowa at all. So let's get back to the wheel. That one is going to be, looks like the Braves again. The Braves are just getting landed on by the wheel so much. Let's see where the Braves might be headed. The Braves are going to snag Mississippi as they continue to go out west. The Braves definitely are having a nice conquest, but the Diamondbacks definitely have the biggest empire, and then the Astros. Is that going to be the Guardians again? No, it's going to be the Orioles. Let's see where the Orioles are headed. I could see them playing the Nationals here. And the Orioles win 7-2. What a game by the Orioles. Just absolutely took care of business against the Nationals. The Nationals don't have much, so I decided to give the Orioles Sean Doolittle to add to the bullpen. Not much land the Orioles had in the first place, but they get Virginia, which is a pretty big plot of land for them now, as they are building their empire. And the Rockies were not surrounded by any teams at the start, but because of conquest, they're now surrounded by the Diamondbacks. And the Rockies take care of business as they grab a win in the offensive explosion. And Mookie Betts gets traded again. And now Mookie Betts is in that Colorado outfield. What a game for the Rockies there as they upset a Diamondback squad that had Mookie Betts. Let's see if the Rockies can pull off another upset against the Astros later. The Yankees, again, I could see them facing the Red Sox here. The Red Sox are really tiny on the map. Could get a chance to get seen with a W against the Yankees. But that's not going to be in the cards, as the Yankees grab their second win of the video, and they grab Rafael Devers. This is a Yankees team with Devers and Lindor on the left side of the infield. Watch out for the Yankees, as I think they could make a huge push if they're able to steal one of the Guardians' players. Well, we're about to see where the Guardians headed. If they're headed to New York, the Yankees could have a big advantage here. But no, they're headed to Detroit, and Detroit wins 2-1 as the pitching from Detroit has been stellar. And Detroit adds Bryce Harper in the outfield. Harper and Buxton in the outfield. This is nothing like the real Detroit Tigers team. They actually have a shot now. Where's the wheel going next? And that's going to be, I believe, the Astros. Where are the Astros headed? Are they going to play the Rockies? It looks like they are. And Ryan McMahon hit an absolute bomb for a walk-off to walk it off against the Astros. An amazing comeback as the Rockies were down 5 headed into the 8th inning, and the Astros bullpen fell apart. Ryan McMahon comes up big for the Rockies. So much excitement in Colorado as they're going to snag a player from the World Series winning team, but it might have to be a pitcher with how weak their arms are. I thought Christian Javier was the best pickup for them as they don't really have many arms. But let's see the map. Colorado Rockies definitely have the biggest empire, and I think if they win it, they're definitely going to end up with the biggest empire. Let's see where the Orioles are headed. The Tigers have a big empire up there in the north. And the Orioles are headed to Detroit. And a walk-off bomb from Eric Haas wins it for Detroit, as Eric Haas had a homer and a double in that game. And they're going to get to steal the Baltimore catcher and Adley Rutschman. Huge pickup for the Tigers. Eric Haas did walk it off and get his replacement, though. Let's see what the Orioles are going to... Who's going to be the next team after the Orioles? Let's see. Oh, it's going to be the Rockies. Where are the Rockies headed? Oh, boy. The Rockies are just going to have to pick up Louisiana, but they're getting close to Atlanta, and they're inching in on them. Have not seen much from the Cardinals. All they've done is take Iowa. Really want to see them actually play a game. Where are the Braves headed? I'm going to go ahead and say that that's in the Gulf of Mexico. We can't do that. The Braves are headed north. They're going to snag Tennessee, it looks like. That one was a tough call. The Cardinals. Let's see what the Cardinals are going to do here. The Cardinals are finally going to have to play a game against the Braves. The Braves played an absolutely beautiful game against the Cardinals. They're making such a push, and they're going to grab a star from the Cardinals in Nolan Arenado. Wow. This is definitely a good-looking Braves team. Couldn't grab Goldschmidt because Goldschmidt and Olsen are first base only. So Riley can move to the outfield to make room for Arenado at third base. And it's going to be the Braves again, as I swear they've been playing the entire game. The Braves, I think that's going to have to be the Rockies if we're going from the Braves logo. But nope, they're just going to snag Arkansas. That's going to make it a lot cleaner for the Braves dynasty, and they're probably going to end up having to play the Rockies anyway. Tigers, the only real team I could see the Tigers playing here is the Yankees. But nope, they're going to grab Montana. That adds a lot of size to their empire, as the Tigers could have also played the Braves, but they pick up Montana. It's going to be the Tigers again, down to 4 teams. Makes more sense now to land on the same team. Tigers versus Yankees. And Alex Lang gets the chase from Anthony Rizzo. The Yankees had runners on first and second in the final inning. And now the Tigers have Bryce Harper, Byron Buxton, and Aaron Judge in the outfield. That's a scary outfield, scary middle of the order. This is a Tigers team that could make a push, all because of two upsets, and then they were able to upset the Yankees without as much trouble. Who are the Braves going to play at? Oh, boy. That's going to be the Rockies. And Arenado! Whoa! Nolan Arenado walks it off. The Rockies are not able to get the upset as Nolan Arenado ends the Rockies' conquest. And that is going to be a win for the Braves as they're headed to the final game against the Tigers to see who can take over all of America. What a blast from Nolan Arenado, 411-foot home run. Wow, the Braves are looking scary as they add Mookie Betts as he gets passed around again. This is to spin who sees who the away team is. It's going to be the Tigers. Look at these lineups. The Tigers have Judge, Harper, and Buxton. What a squad they've got. And the Braves have Arenado and Franco. Let's see what Franco can do here. And bye baseball. That's going to get over the fence as Wander Franco walks off the entire series to win the Braves for MLB Imperialism #1. If this video gets to 100 likes, we'll be sure to get a new one out as quickly as possible. What a game. The Braves win it, and they take over all of America as the Braves become America's team. Wow, what a game for the Braves. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.